5 minutes to talk about breaking the rules. I think about breaking the rules, and there's a lot of places you could go with that. But I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so there's a phrase that is "be everywhere" when it comes to digital, right? When it comes to social media. I am not everywhere, and I would love to find a person that is everywhere because I don't think. You know what? Here's the thing. I think the moment somebody tries to become a jack of all social media trades, they oftentimes become a master of none. I firmly believe that you're much better off trying to be a master of one. And that's kind of how I roll. In other words, I realized early on that I'm just not going to crush it on Twitter. I'm not going to crush it on Facebook. Even though I like those things, I'm just not going to crush it there. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. Now, maybe one of these days I'll have a whole bunch of employees and minions that can actually do this stuff for me and make me look really, really smart, Joey. But for now, I don't have that. So I have to say, okay, where do I need to spend most of my time? And as LeBron James would say, my talents. Where do I need to take my talents? And in this case, where I'm going with things is this. This is my business model. I want to be great when it comes to speaking. That's where I want to be great. And I want to present all over the world. And I want to focus my energies on how to be different than anybody else with that. You want to speak about breaking the rules. We could talk about that for like an hour, about my style and how it's done me so well versus the way that you see it done in other places. And I'm not saying my style is better. I just know that my style of presenting has done me well. But that's been my focus. I haven't built that. My speaking career, I haven't built that because of the fact that I was amazing on Facebook or amazing on Twitter or good at LinkedIn because, frankly, I don't use them very well. I don't write a lot of blog posts. I probably write once a week. I don't podcast very often. I podcast probably every 2.5 weeks when I'm really being diligent and feeling great about myself. It doesn't mean that I'm proud about those things. It just means that's where I am. Like everybody else, I'm in this midst of trying to find out, as we all are, what's going to bring me the greatest gains, right? And that means I have to have time personally. That means I have to have time professionally. And that means that time professionally, I better use it right. And so what I have found is my focus professionally is not going to be taken by a lot of the things that I'm just not either passionate about or good at, even though a lot of people say you really need to be at these places. It doesn't diminish their importance. It just means that's not my thing. And because it's not my thing, I need to focus on what I can be great at. I try to write one or two good pieces a week on my blog. All right? That's where I am. Maybe I do it, maybe I don't. That's where I am at this point. And I try to crush it at every presentation I go to. And I pretty much do that. And because I do that, my career's going really, really well. And what's funny is, if you look at every single rule in social, every single rule in content marketing, there's somebody, I swear, that's having huge success that is breaking those rules. It's like I've never seen. It's amazing to me. Like you have people saying you should only produce one amazing piece of content a month, and they're having success. And then you have other companies that are spending a lot of time producing content and producing a piece of content every day, and they're having really big success. You got to figure out what works for you. That's what works for me. And so that's my, I guess that's my breaking the rules segment of this week, Joey.